Have you ever noticed a subtle shift in someone you love? Maybe your parent, your grandparent, or a dear friend. They seem different. Not in a loud, obvious way, but in small, quiet changes that tug at your heart. A little less energy. A meal left untouched. A moment of confusion in their eyes. It's easy to brush these off as just aging. But what if these are more than that? What if they're gentle whispers from the body, signaling that its final chapter is near? The truth is, death rarely comes without warning. For many elderly loved ones, the body begins to speak. Sometimes a full year before it enters its final phase. These signs are often so subtle, so easy to dismiss, that we only see their meaning when we look back. And by then, precious time has slipped away. Time to prepare. Time to connect. Time to make those lasting moments count. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 key signs that often appear about a year before an elderly person passes away. Some may feel familiar. Others might surprise you. But each one is a chance. A chance to offer better care, to deepen your bond, and to ensure their final days are filled with dignity, comfort, and love. Stay with us until the end, because these insights could change how you care for someone you cherish. If this resonates, please like, subscribe, and let's dive in together. The first sign is a quiet, creeping loss of energy and vitality. You might notice your loved one moving slower, not just physically, but in their spirit. Tasks they once handled with ease, making a cup of tea, walking to the mailbox. This kind of exhaustion is even different. Chatting for an hour. It's the body's way of climbing a mountain. It's starting to conserve energy. I'm just tired. As we age, rest more our metabolism slows. But this isn't ordinary tiredness. It shifts dramatically. It's a deep, bone-weary fatigue. The body begins to prioritize no matter how much the most essential functions, like breathing, keeping the heart beating. Less energy goes to daily activities. Muscles weaken. Stamina fades. Even getting out of bed can feel like a battle. For someone who's always been independent, this change can be crushing. Imagine a person who prided themselves on cooking family dinners or tending their garden now struggling to lift a kettle. They might feel frustrated, even ashamed, needing help with things they once did alone. And for you, watching this, it's heartbreaking. You want to urge them to keep going, to stay active. But pushing too hard can do more harm than good. So, what can you do? First, listen to their body. Rest isn't just helpful at this stage, it's essential. Create a peaceful space where they feel safe to slow down. Offer gentle support. Maybe help with small tasks without making them feel dependent. Sit with them. Share a quiet moment. Your presence, more than anything, brings comfort. If you're seeing this kind of fatigue in someone you love, don't ignore it. It's not just getting old. It's a signal. A call to adjust how you care for them. To focus on quality, not quantity, of time. Let's keep this in mind as we move to the next sign. One that's often overlooked but deeply telling. The second sign is a significant change in appetite and eating habits. Picture this: your loved one, who once savored homemade meals or lit up at the sight of their favorite dessert, now pushes food away. They might say, "I'm not hungry," or pick at their plate, leaving most of it untouched. At first, you might think they're just being picky, or that their tastes have changed. But this is more than a passing phase. As the body nears its final year, it begins to need less fuel. The digestive system slows. Hunger cues, those signals that once prompted regular meals, start to fade. Even the senses of taste and smell, things that made food a joy, begin to dull. A slice of warm apple pie might taste bland. A fragrant soup might smell like nothing at all. Eating, once a source of pleasure, becomes a chore. This can show up in small ways. Maybe they skip breakfast more often, or they eat only a few bites before stopping. Over time, this leads to weight loss, not just a few pounds, but a noticeable thinning. Clothes hang looser. Cheeks look hollow. For families, this is alarming. You might try cooking their favorite dishes, blending smoothies, or offering supplements, hoping to spark their appetite. But often, these efforts don't work. Why? Because this isn't about willpower. It's a biological shift. The body, in its wisdom, is preparing to shut down. It no longer craves food the way it once did. Chronic conditions, like heart disease, kidney issues, or even early dementia, can speed this up, making appetite loss a red flag long before other symptoms appear. Here's where care comes in. Instead of pushing for big meals, focus on comfort. Offer small, easy-to-eat foods, a warm broth, a soft fruit, a favorite snack. Keep them hydrated with sips of water or tea. Make meal times calm and stress-free. Forcing food can cause discomfort, even pain. Let them guide you. If they only want a few bites, that's okay. Your love shows in the gentle way you care, not in how much they eat. If you're noticing this in your loved one, less appetite, less interest in food, a thinner frame, take it seriously. It's a sign the body is changing. Slowing. This is your chance to shift focus, to make every moment at the table a memory, not a battle. If you're still with us, please comment the number 2 below to let us know you're following along. And let's move to the next sign, one that touches the heart in a different way. The third sign is a quiet drift in cognition and emotion. You might notice your loved one slipping, not all at once, but in small, unsettling ways. They forget a familiar name, ask the same question twice, or stare off, as if they're somewhere else. Conversations that once flowed easily now falter. They might lose their train of thought or struggle to find the right word. It's not always dementia or Alzheimer's, just the brain, like the body, slowing down. This happens because the brain relies on a steady flow of oxygen and nutrients. As circulation weakens in this final year, mental clarity fades. You might see moments of sharp lucidity. One day, they're telling old stories with a smile. The next, they're confused, unsure of where they are. This back and forth can be jarring. For them and for you. They might not recognize a grandchild's face or forget what day it is. These moments feel like tiny losses, piling up. Alongside this, you might notice emotional changes. They withdraw. Social gatherings, once a joy, now feel overwhelming. They might sit silently, even among family, or seem indifferent to things they used to love. Some grow irritable, snapping over small things. Others become calm, almost too calm, as if they're drifting away inside. This isn't them pulling back on purpose. It's the brain struggling to keep up, to process, to feel. For families, this is one of the hardest signs. Seeing someone you love, someone who is quick-witted, warm, engaged, fade mentally and emotionally feels like losing them before they're gone. You might try to jog their memory, correct their mistakes, or coax them into conversation. But this can frustrate them, or make them feel small. Instead, meet them where they are. Speak softly. Share simple stories. If they're quiet, sit in silence together. Your presence is enough. Create a calm space, free of chaos or loud noises, where they feel safe. Even if they seem distant, your love reaches them in ways you may not see. Their heart still knows you, even when their mind falters. If you're seeing these changes, forgetfulness, confusion, or emotional distance, don't brush them off. They are part of the body's gentle preparation for its final journey. This is your moment to be present, to hold their hand, to let them feel loved, no matter how far they seem. Let's carry this tenderness forward to the next sign. The fourth sign is an increased vulnerability to illness. Your loved one, who once bounced back from a cold in days, now struggles. A simple cough lingers for weeks. A small cut takes forever to heal. Infections, pneumonia, urinary tract issues, even skin sores pop up more often and hit harder. It's as if their body has lost its fight. This happens because the immune system weakens in the final year. It can't rally like it used to. White blood cells, the body's defenders, grow sluggish. healing slows. Even antibiotics, once a quick fix, may not work as well. For those with limited mobility, pressure sores or wounds become a serious risk, easily turning into infections if not watched closely. What's tricky is, infections in older adults don't always look like you'd expect. A fever might be absent. Instead, you might notice sudden confusion, deeper fatigue, or a drop in appetite, subtle clues of something brewing. These can be the first signs of illness, easy to miss until it's serious. For families, this stage brings worry and exhaustion. You might rush to doctors, push for treatments, hoping to fix each illness. But as infections pile up, recovery gets harder. The body's reserves are low. Sometimes, aggressive care, hospital stays, strong meds, causes more stress than relief. So, what helps? Shift to comfort. Keep their skin clean and moisturized to prevent sores. Offer water regularly. Hydration is key. Watch for those subtle signs, like confusion or lethargy, and act early. But above all, prioritize their peace. Sometimes, a quiet room, a soft blanket, and your hand in theirs does more than any medicine. If you're seeing frequent illnesses, slow healing, or those sneaky signs of infection, take note. The body is signaling. It's tiring. This is your cue to focus on quality of life. To make each day gentle, not a fight. If you're still here, comment the number 4 below, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. We'd love to have you with us. Now, let's explore the final sign. One that's hard to miss. The 5th sign is a visible change in physical appearance and mobility. You might notice your loved one looking fragile. Their skin grows thin, almost translucent, bruising at the slightest touch. Their frame shrinks, not just from weight loss, but from muscle wasting away. Bones seem sharper under the skin. Even their face changes, eyes sunken, cheeks hollow. This happens as the body pulls back. Circulation slows, sending less blood to the skin and muscles. Collagen, which keeps skin plump, breaks down. Muscles, without enough protein or energy, weaken. Walking, once second nature, becomes a struggle. They might shuffle, cling to furniture, or avoid moving altogether, fearing a fall. Even sitting or lying down can be painful. Joints stiffen. Bones ache. They might wince when you help them up or avoid repositioning because it hurts. For someone who was once active, dancing, gardening, chasing grandkids, this loss of mobility is a quiet grief. They may not say it, but they feel it. For you, watching this is like watching vitality slip away. You might try to help, offering a walker, urging exercise, or lifting them yourself. But these changes aren't easily reversed. The body is conserving what little it has left. For the essentials, here's how to care, gently. Use soft cushions or pillows to ease pressure points. Help them move, but don't push. If they're bedbound, reposition them carefully to prevent sores. Keep their skin moisturized, dryness makes it prone to tears. And always, reassure them. Tell them they're still beautiful, still them, even as their body changes. These physical shifts, frail skin, weak muscles, slow steps, are the body's way of saying, it's nearing rest. Don't fight it with force, brace it with love. Hold their hand. Share a smile. Let them know they're not fading in your eyes. This tenderness, it's what they'll carry in their heart. As we near the end of this journey, let's pause and reflect. We've explored 5 signs that often appear in the year before an elderly person passes away. A deep loss of energy, a fading appetite, cognitive and emotional drift, frequent illnesses, and a fragile, changing body. These aren't meant to scare you, but to awaken you. These signs are gentle warnings. They tell us time is precious. They invite us to shift, not to fixing, not to fighting, but to loving, to sitting quietly, to listening, to making every moment a memory. Recognizing these changes lets you care with purpose, with compassion, with the kind of love that lingers. long after they're gone. If you're seeing these signs in someone you love, take a breath. You're not alone. This path is hard, but it's also sacred. Use this time to share stories, to hold hands, to say what's in your heart. Create a space where they feel safe, valued, and cherished. Their body may be slowing, but their spirit still shines. Thank you for spending this time with us. Your presence here means so much. Please share in the comments one insight you're taking away, one way you'll use this to care for someone you love. Your stories inspire us and others walking this road. If this video touched you, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. We're grateful for you, for your heart, for your care. Let's keep walking this path together, with love, with grace, and with the promise of making every moment count. Until next time, take care, and hold your loved ones close.